We are live now. Hey everyone, welcome back in today live session. It's going to be amazing. Please write in the comment. Can you guys hear me? Okay, great. Today I have got someone special with me, Adam Faris. Adam isn't just an industry expert, he's a team builder, business minded connector, and very good communicator. And most important, the leader who gets what it takes to scale IB business. And let me share you one story. When I started, when I decided to build IB development program, Adam was the very first person I talked to. I told him the idea, the vision, the challenge, what I took at that time. And he didn't just listen. He encouraged me, pushed me, and asked me, Shakir, go bigger and help me to believe what I created. And it could become real now. And now hundreds of thousands of people are getting benefit from it. And welcome, Adam Faris.
Thank you so
How
much,
are
Shakir,
you?
for the introduction. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. It's been a long day, but the market never sleeps, even though it sleeps on a Saturday, Sunday, but business never sleeps.
Exactly. So let's come back on the topic, and I have so many questions for you, and I know you love to give answers.
No problem.
Okay,
I'm here.
so the first was is what was your starting point before you began working as a uh, team member with Lurinex?
All right. So to answer that question, let me tell you a story, and I believe everyone loves a good story, right? Okay. So before 2020, before COVID, actually, right? To be honest with you, I had no interest within this industry whatsoever. I don't even know what is MT4. I don't even know what is spread, what is PEEP. I don't know anything. Okay. I was just a swimming coach and a swimming teacher back home. Okay. But because of COVID, it pushed me to a point where I needed a job to start getting some salary just to survive for a couple of months until I can continue my business. My original business back home was a swimming center. I teach kids swimming from babies to adults, beginners to elite, right? So back in 2020, I started my first job as an account manager. And when I started, I did not know anything about this industry. Okay, my first week of training, they showed me MT4 chart, and I do not know anything about it, and it actually gave me a migraine. Okay, right. So because of that, I had to, I thought I would stay in this industry for just a couple of months just to get the salary and then leave to start my business. But as I stay longer within this industry, I do see the potential of, making money not just as an employee, but also as a trader and also as an IB. And that's why I continue to stay within this industry to build myself up for 4 years. I started off as an account manager, junior sales, senior sales, country manager, and here I am as the regional manager.
Amazing, amazing. That story is really inspiring for everyone who is in the industry and want to grow. So tell the audience about Lurinex, from where it started, where we are now, and where you see Lurinex in next 5 or 10 years.
All right, Lironex. Okay, to add on to the previous story, Lironex is actually the second broker that I worked in throughout my career within this industry. My first broker was called FX Primers, and then after that, to be honest with you, Lironex was not in my list of choices. Okay, I had 7 interviews with 7 different brokers. that I wanted to work in. Lironex was not in the list. But my previous mentor, she actually introduced me to the CEO, Mr. Jack Fong, okay, to try out and also understand a little bit more about Lironex. At that point of time, Lironex was just a small broker, but out of all the brokers that I've been for interview, Lironex was the only broker that can answer all of my questions and show me the full transparency that I need, because I need to know whatever it is that is happening within the business, within the company, because I'm the representative of my clients, right? So I need to make sure that I am bringing my clients into a very safe place so that they can trade in peace. And also I can also be in peace, so that, everyone is making money fair and square and happily, right? So how I would normally introduce the broker Lironex to the public is, this is what I always say. Lironex is a traditional broker running on a traditional business model, but with all the system advancement within 2025, I would say we are a one-stop center for all traders, IBs, and also fund managers to use us as a platform to grow their business. Why? Because whatever you need, I believe we have it. We have MT4, MT5, copy trade, MAM, prop trading, send account, campaigns, rewards, whatever you need as a trader or as an IB to be successful within this industry, and even a very strong education team called TVA. That's who we are, and that's what we have. And since we are on this live, I would like to share to the public that our aim and goal is actually to be the number one broker. But how we want to achieve that is by zero complaint. Okay, and on top of that, we would like to also provide value to our clients through education. We support our IB's business because, let's face it, we collaborate with IB because when the IB is growing consistently with Lironex, it means that Lironex will also grow consistently, right?
Exactly.
And how do we
As
achieve?
both mission is the same. The Lironex should be number one broker with a zero complaint. But today, you are with me, so I will ask little harder question.
Let's
How
go.
could it possible to do
How
this
is it?
with
Okay,
zero
to be
complaint?
honest with you, when I first hear about this direction, this goal, of course, I too had doubts. How can a company be zero complaint? I mean, it's too good to be true, right? It's going to be a dream, right? But
It's a every client question actually.
exactly. Even for me, someone who works in the company, right? But despite that, it is actually a very good mindset and focus of a direction for us on how we would like to run the company or the business itself, right? Of course, it is almost impossible to have zero complaint, but what we can do is to be as close as possible. One of the ways we are trying to achieve zero complaint is that any any discussion, right? Any discussion or anything of disagreement or anything that you don't like, okay? Please reach out to us, discuss with us, inform us, give us a constructive feedback so that we can actually improve it as soon as possible. Okay, any dispute, we will try to solve it within 24 hours. And at the same time, what I always tell my team is that in this industry where there is in the industry where there is full of hatred, full of negativity, how do we achieve that is by just telling the truth. And sometimes the truth is always ugly, it's not attractive, it's not beautiful, but then again, telling the truth is what keeps us at zero complaint. Whatever
Amazing.
that is possible to be done, I will tell you upfront, yes, it is possible. But whatever that is not allowed within the broker or even the industry, I will tell you upfront, no. And on top of that, I will also teach you or maybe come up with a different plan, different direction for you to grow the business safely, legally, and also happily, so that not only you as the client or the IBs are earning, for us as a company, we are also earning. I mean, let's be real, we are a company, right? Every broker is also a company. and every company needs to be able to make money, right? So why lie? Why try to earn something short term when we can build a business together, build a legacy together for better for everyone, right? And to answer your question before this, you also asked what is the direction of Lironex. As I mentioned, Lironex, we are trying to be a one-stop center. A one-stop center, not just with the CFD environment. Eventually, for example, next year, this is a new thing. Next year, in 2026, we will also be a crypto exchanger where you can trade spots and futures. So you can trade spots and futures in crypto. You can also do CFD in Lironex. And down the road, we will also slowly start to add things like ETFs, bonds, proper stocks, right? Not CFD anymore, but proper stocks. You see, that is what we are trying to aim to be eventually in the future. But of course, good thing takes time. And that's why we are also taking our time. We are also picking and choosing our clients. I'm not trying to say that all clients are bad. No, there are good clients also who are on the same mindset and also direction. That's who we want to work together to grow the business.
Nice, very nice. So I have another question. As today you are live with me, so I can ask this question because you will give me the very honest answer. What makes you to believe in me when I was discussed with you about IB development program? I said, Adam, I'm going to start this. You said, yes, you can. I believe in you. What makes you to say these words?
Okay.
And where you think that idea go on
Okay.
in next 10 years?
All right. So you see, many years ago, there were not many IBs within the market, right? But during COVID and after COVID, not only I was able to stay within the industry, there were more IBs who were born within that time, who were born within this industry also, right? But when there's too many IBs, but without proper guidance, everyone is lost. That's why there's so much negativity within the industry, right? So when Shakir, when you came to me, you asked me about IB development program. I immediately say yes, because that is how and what I've been doing so far throughout my 4 year of my career. That's how I'm able to grow from just an account manager all the way up to a regional manager, because I too use IB development program to teach and help my IB to grow their business. Because let's face it, IBs, in another word, they are also called partners. They are also my business partner, the company's business partner, right? So if my business partner, our partners, is not improving, is not growing, then how can we as a company grow, right? And that since there's too many IBs who doesn't have much proper guidance, they are lost within the market, and it's tough and difficult for them to grow. And I believe I mentioned this to you privately before this, but I will share this again to the public. Becoming an IB is no longer just becoming an affiliate partner where you can just throw your referral links everywhere. Becoming an IB is also becoming an entrepreneur. IB business is basically creating your own business. And by being an entrepreneur, by doing business, to me, from my perspective, if you're an IB, you are the same as any other business owner out there. The only difference is what you sell and which industry are you in. Because the core principle of a business, you need to be able to support your clients, service your clients, provide them a product, guide them, okay, and take good care of them. These are the core principles of a business, in regardless of any industry. It's the same for an IB, right? So that's why when I hear you talk about IB development program, it matches with what I've been doing all this time. And so far, it is working, because when my IB grow, I grow. And when I grow, the company grows, right?
Very nice. True. True. So now I want to know little bit more deeper about you. What was one mistake you made early that you advise other could avoid?
Okay, well, of course, I am not going to shy away to say that, I did teach my IBs to use to create a business model, right? To create a business model for fast business, because when he gets business, he get fast money. I also get fast money, but from what I can see, fast money, it only lasts for a very short period of time, and at the same time, it will also bring me more trouble down the road, which is very, very much against and away what Lironex's principle is. We want to become the number one broker with zero complaint, right? There are many ways to make money, right? There's the right way, there's the wrong way, but usually the right way is always slow, ugly, and it doesn't sound beautiful, right? So one of the mistakes that I did last time, when I was a junior sales or at least a senior sales, right? I've been talking too much about investment. You see, in terms of investment, you see, we all taught, having a high profitability within the month, every single month, is a good way to market your own product. For example, let's say the IB that I teach last time, he has a copy trade. I tell him to have a 30% or 20% profit return within a month, right? He can do it, but the account only lasted for 3 months.
3 months.
So the results only came in for 3 months. And then after that, everyone, when he lost the account, all of the business stopped entirely. So the following month, on the 4th month, I had no business at all.
Exactly.
Right? But you see, after I reflected on this mistake, right, by telling the master to trade more, blah, 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 and to get more business, to get fast deposit, then again, after I sit down and reflected on my mistake, I do see that whatever I taught the IB is actually true. I just need to tone it down to a more realistic number. For example, a copy trade master or an IB who has been in the market for 4 years, 5 years, I'm sure they should be able to handle and manage an account and make a profit of 2 to 3% minimum a month. I'm not talking about one day, I'm talking about a month. Now, 2 to 3% a month, it sounds very less, especially within the Forex space, right? But if you think about long-term compounding, right? 2% a month minimum, in a year, that's 24%, right? Can you tell me which investment in the world can give you a 24% gross return?
It's huge.
It's huge. 24% is actually huge for a year. And if you think about it, if you only risk 2 to 3% or maximum 10% to trade, okay, regardless whether is it a copy trade master account or whether is it your individual account, if you only risk maximum up to 10%, okay, and you profit 2 to 3% a month, isn't that something that is doable and stress-free?
Exactly. This is what the ultimate purpose of life, to keep your
You want
calm
to
and
life,
simple.
you make money, but at the same time you want to be stress-free.
Exactly.
And on top of that, I'm sure as a trader or anyone out there who is a trader, whenever you hit your target for the day, I'm sure you won't feel satisfied, right? For example, you traded the Asia and Euro session. You already hit your profit target of, let's say, $100 in a day. By right, by the discipline rule, you should stop trading for that day, right? But many people tend to overtrade by continuing to trade and chasing for more profit. That's where a lot of the copy trade master fail. So to add on to the copy trade project that I failed last time and I improvised it, right? As a trader, I always tell every copy trade master, if you want to continue to trade within the day, even after you hit your profit target, do not trade the master account. Continue to trade. If you want to continue to trade, create a separate account, trade on your own account at your own risk and risk your own money only.
Or
Because
maybe create an account.
You can even create an account if you feel like you want to trade big. As long as you are trading, you're earning, that's it. It doesn't matter whether is it a standard account or a Sun account, right? But as a fund manager, I will always remind this to a lot of the fund managers, regardless pen master, man master, or copy trade master. If you already hit the target for the day, enough and stop. If you do feel like trading, create a separate account and trade by yourself.
Okay, great. So next question. What was the biggest mindset shift you had when building your business?
Mindset shift. What was my mindset shift for the business? From short-term gain to long-term gain. You
Okay.
see,
Everything, for example, for motivation, we need our motivation, or you could say results, showing results, we need short term. But definitely, when we do everything short term, it will blow up, okay, sooner or later. But you have to plan for long term. So give me something that your secret sauce, which helps me or IBs to plan accordingly, because we want to learn more. I always learn from you, and I also want the people who is following me or who is learning in IB development program. So Adam, uh, okay,
okay,
come
one
on.
of the way that I do it now is, for example, let's say I want to earn $10,000. So I'll put that at the end of the equation. So that would be my end goal. And then I will work backwards to think, how do I actually need to achieve it? Okay. And once you work backwards, you can see much clearer at the end goal. The end goal is always important. Okay. Because that is your direction. But the plan to hit that is where you also need to, build it slowly. Okay, you can always take your time to build. There's no rush. There's money everywhere. There's money every day. The market moves 24/5. There's always opportunity to make money. Right? If you miss today, there's tomorrow. But never ever be greedy. This is what I always tell people. In this industry, there's only 3 reasons why people lose money. Number 1, being uneducated. Number 2, unfortunately, yes, they do got scammed by people they trust or companies that they trust. And lastly, number 3, okay, this is something that has happened for everyone, I believe, which is greed.
Great.
Okay, so greed is the biggest failure of people within this industry. Okay,
I'm saying hello, Shakir, Adam. Always pleasure to see you two enjoying the live streaming.
thank you, thank you.
Okay, so let's move to next question.
Yes.
How do you keep your clients active and retained over time?
Okay, of course, follow up is very important, right? But I don't follow up every single day. For example, right, let's say if you bought something from me or you're using my services, I text you every single day to ask, how are you, how are you, how are you, how are you? I'm sure you are also going to get annoyed, right?
Exactly.
Okay. From time to time, of course, I will drop a message and I'll be asking about your well-being. Just a normal conversation. Sometimes it's not everything about business. It's about relationship. Okay. If
Exactly.
every day I look at you, I find you, and all I talk to you is just about trades, about business, no one will like it, right?
True.
So what I always do is I always speak to my clients. When I'm close with my clients, I'm able to share more things, and I'm able to share direct things towards them, and they actually accept it because they know I mean well. I'm not trying to get more business from you. No, I want to take good care of your well-being. Okay, if you're okay, if you're happy, I'm sure you will automatically do the business together with me, right? Rather than me chasing you for business every single day, which doesn't make sense. We all know we need business, we all know we need money, but why do we need to be reminded every day? We are all adults. We all have the things that we want, right?
True.
It's all about building relationship. And of course, on top of that, okay, how do I keep them actively trading? Okay, of course, I do not force them to trade. I do not ask them to trade every single day, because that is wrong. Over trading is real, which will kill you in the market, and that's what happens to many people. So that's why education is very important. Back to Lironex, one of our principle is to provide value to our client through education, and that's why I have a team back home called TVA. TVA, we teach people from basic, from what is an MT4, what is spread, what is peak, all the way to Fibonacci retracement and also Elliott wave counting, right? But all this education we do provide, but we always need to remind the client that use this knowledge that was given wisely. Do not use it to, chase for short-term gain, because that's not what TVA and Lironex is all about. Also, we are looking for long-term business, long-term relationship, and consistency within the business. That's more important.
I asked someone, okay, you can join free classes if you are our client, and definitely you are doing business with us. So join TVA. He said, what benefit you will get if I learn from TVA for free? So same question, Adam.
So what will we get if they join TVA and we do not charge them anything, right?
Yeah, logical question, but yes,
It is a question. And in today's world, nothing is free, right?
there
Nothing
is
is
no
free.
free lunch.
Also not a charity program.
True.
That's why we have one rule. If you want to be a part of the TVA community or the TVA classes, all we ask from you is to have an account with Lironex and trade, because when you trade in Lironex, that's how we earn. And we don't ask for anything more.
Great. Okay. What's the simplest way you explain the IB opportunity to someone new?
I will not use the word passive income, that's for sure, because like I said, by doing IB business, you are actually diving into entrepreneurship. Okay, if you have a very good community, okay, even if you don't know how to trade, but you have a very good community where you have good followers and you have very good relationship with your community, with your network, right? So in any business, you need a product or a service to sell, right? As an IB, you can actually be the middleman between the TVA program, the education classes, and also your clients. When you collaborate with TVA, right, they will provide you everything from live trading session, market analysis every single week, signals, and also syllabus classes, right? On top
Map
of that,
live
exactly,
markets.
everything within the education space of this trading industry, right? And for you as an IB, all you have to do is just make sure you focus on your clients, making sure that they attend the class, making sure that they understand the class, making sure that they know how to create their account, make the deposit, make the withdrawal, create their trading account, and make sure that they don't overtrade. Be the person of service. That's it.
That's it. Okay, great. So if you could go back to the day one, what one piece of advice you had give yourself?
What's the one piece of advice that I will give myself, right?
Yes,
This may sound very, like I said, the truth is always ugly, right? I would say I would pick and choose my clients better. And I will not try to be greedy with my clients.
okay.
That's it, right? Because you see, who you do business with also reflects on your future, right? If you do business with someone who's always greedy, who is always trying to, get fast money, Yes, you get fast money, but you get bigger problems down the road, right?
To
And
avoid that bigger problem, you have to choose your clients wisely.
yes, correct. Because you see, choosing a business partner in any business, right? In any business, if you have a right partner to grow the business and to do the business with you can go very long, very far, and even grow very big. But if you choose the wrong business partner, your business can collapse. Isn't that right? Not only in this industry, in any industry, if your business partner tries to do something that is not right, that is against the direction or your principle, right? Eventually, it will only bite you back, maybe 10 times harder. Because
even
not
you are even okay, even what I got from it, even you are doing IB business, you are not investing anything, but you just learn from IB development program and you just get started. So think like when you onboarding any client or sub IB, you think like you are onboarding partner, and that partner can make you or break you. So
exactly.
think.
Yes, your clients, your business partner, they can either make you or break you. And because at the end of the day, reputation also matters,
Matters.
right? If sometimes you are not the one who does the wrong thing, right? It is your partner. But eventually, because you guys are partners, you are also related somehow. So
Exactly.
if your partner gets a bad name, indirectly you will also get a bad name. Isn't that so?
Yeah, that's true.
That's the last thing that you want. You want not only you get problems where other people are trying will come and attack you and say nonsense about you, will say shit about you, right? But on top of that, they will also tarnish and damage your reputation, which is not something easy to recover. You get what I mean?
Yeah, got that. Okay. So my next question is, why is now the perfect time to start IB business with Lurinex?
Why is it the perfect time? Okay, well, because earlier this year, okay, I would say in April 2025, this year, okay, Lironex is expanding heavily across different, not countries, but continents. For example, April 2025 is where we started officially in Dubai for the MENA region. On top of that, we are also expanding and have a team all the way in Nigeria. On top of that, we will also expand in India. On top of that, we were also expanding in the LATAM side, the Latin America side.
Don't
So
forget Pakistan.
Pakistan too, yes, of course, right? Because it's somewhere nearby within the MENA region.
Exactly. And
So
the
it's
GCC.
the GCC area, okay? So we are expanding fast. We are expanding big. And I would say Lironex is a safe broker for you to grow your business. That's one thing that you need to worry less.
Hmm.
But of course,
Good.
as long
I
as you
see that.
follow the rules, you don't abuse, you are definitely safe. But even if you try to abuse, you are not safe in any other broker, right? So don't try to abuse not only Lironex but also any other broker out there. If you try to abuse, you're caught, then you're held responsible.
I'll come back to this topic. I have a question about. So how I told people why is the best time to start with the Lurinex? We have a multi regulations now, and more comings, more. And if you are working with us right now, and soon we are going to launch our crypto exchange, and if you are IB with us, you will be the first person who will get benefit from it.
Of course.
And regulations, we are going to regulate Ludinex in different very well regulations authorities. And after that, we have almost right now, Ludinex have everything you need to grow your IB business.
Exactly.
We have
So
MAM, PAM, copy trading, cent account, MT4, MT5,
everything.
boards, funnels, marketing support. what you name it, we have it. And top of that, what was missing, that IB development program. Now we have 6 week IB development program for you. So
Exactly. So
why you
on
can't miss this chance? Because no one in the world teaching how to become a successful IB and
correct.
earn five-figure income every single month. So
On top of us expanding to different continents, we are also upgrading our regulation. SciSec from level 2, now we are at the highest tier 1 in SciSec. We will also have SCA Dubai license and 3 offshore license, Mauritius, Labuan, and SVG, right? On top of that, like what I said earlier and what you reminded, we have all the products needed, all the system needed, and we even have TVA to help you if you don't have a product in the education side. Okay.
prof,
On
funded
top
it.
of with you, Shakir, with you on the team, you are creating the world's first IB development program where you help IB to understand the entrepreneurship, how to become a proper, legitimate, or professional IB, which is what many people need. Right?
Yeah, thank you. Okay,
We have everything.
okay. What differentiate Lurinex from the other brokers in the term of IBs?
Okay. To be honest with you, Shakir, every broker in the world, plus minus, they are the same, right? But of course, if you ask me in detail, what is the difference or the USP for Lironex is two things. Number one, we definitely support our IB's business as long as it is for the growth of your business together with us. That's number one. Number two, I would say our strength is more on the customization, because IB business is also something like an MLM business. The structure, we can customize your structure to infinity level. However you like to structure your IB business, your hierarchy, we can actually do it. And that is our strength. In terms, our strength, our USP is, I would say, in the customization.
Okay, thank you. Let's come back to the topic we just left about manipulation in the forex industry. And most of the people in the industry, maybe I saw that they are just ignoring to discuss these things. But at Lurinex, we are openly going to discuss, like, people, for example, one client sent me a screenshot. Someone on this website just commenting about you are not giving me withdrawal, and you are saying you are arbitrage, you're doing arbitrage. So I want your comments about it.
Okay. Whatever comment that you see uh on all these review website, right? I would say 50% of them are true, 50% of them are fake. Can you tell me one broker with 100% rating and all positive comments? I don't think so, right? Even for us, yes, I do admit we do have some negative comments online. But like I said, some of them are fake, some of them are real, okay? Especially the biggest question that many people ask, that or the most sensitive topic or question that people ask, why you don't pay for the withdrawal? We don't pay because you abuse. It's just as simple as that. There are certain cases where we don't pay for the withdrawal. Yes, I'll admit that we do. Why? Because we have proof that you are abusing. And the rules are not being created just for our broker. These rules are what we get from extensive market research from our competitors out there. And some of the rules are actually from the liquidity providers themselves, right? So let me give you an example. If you ever go into someone's house and you broke their house rule, as the house owner, as the homeowner, do you deserve the right to take action on someone who has broken your house rule? Of course, right? It's the same thing for us. We provide you a platform, an opportunity for you to trade, for you to make money. We provide you that. But if you are caught cheating, trading against the rule, or abusing the system, or finding a loophole, or whatever reason that is not permissible or correct or even doable, why would we want to let you rob us illegally? That's robbing us.
Some people don't know what is abusing. Their style is like broker said, it's you are abusing, but their style of doing trade like this. So, what you say about it?
Okay. Well, if they don't know, that's why in any cases, we always have the proof. We always discuss with the dealing team, and the dealing team from our side, they will always give us the proof so that we can explain to the client and show what is right, what is wrong. And we always tell you what is right, what is wrong. Because if you don't trust me, if you don't trust us, try to do the same thing at other places. You'll get the same results. Because we are not the only one who does it.
Few people even don't know what should do, what shouldn't. So, give us some tips or rules.
Okay. For example, things that is not allowed. For example, I myself, I have 2 different MT4, right? One buy, one sell. Who doesn't know how to make money with this? Because either one of the account, it will sure make money. Another account, you will lose only your capital. Another account, you probably would make 2 times, 3 times, or even 4 times. So this is taking advantage of a system. So is this legal? Try to do this in any other broker. Tell me whether do they allow it or not. So don't tell me that you don't know. But even if you don't know and you do it, okay, we will always call you back, explain to you why it is not permissible, it's not doable, it's not right. Then we have the proof. But if you don't accept it, what can we do? The only thing wasted for you, it will be time. Because for us, we have zero tolerance against any abuses. So what we do, we will always revoke the illegal profit or illegal rebates made, but we will always return you back your capital. At the end of the day, you will only lose Shakir, you're
Thank you
muted.
very much, Adam, for your time. And we had a really amazing conversation today. And I want you to continue it and want people to learn from you. And we have this type of healthy discussion every week or at least twice a month. Thank you
No
so much.
problem. More than happy to be sharing my experience and thoughts to the market.
Okay. Anything you want to say before we end this session?
Well, to me, nothing much that I would say to the public. It's just that, we are here for the long run. We are here for the long-term business. We are not here for the short-term business because, like I said many times during this session, right? Short-term business will only make you happy for a short while, but it will bring you more trouble down the road. And as you get older, as you get wiser, you just want to have a proper business, a proper income, right?
Okay. Good.
Oh, we have a question. Why
Yeah.
don't you simply define the rules of engagement and define abusive trading on your terms and conditions? Yes, we do. It is actually available on our website. So go to the website, click on documents, click on trading, find the documents. It is actually shown there. What is allowed, what is not allowed. But how many people actually read it? And it's even in the client agreement when you register your account. It is in the client agreement, but it is 42 pages long.
No one read 42 pages, but one thing what
You're
we
absolutely
practice,
right.
at Lurinex, we always tell clients upfront what should do, what shouldn't. So we don't
Yes.
care about onboarding, we care about long-term relations.
We did define the rules. It's actually in the website itself, and it is actually already summarized. But not many people go through every single tab of the website, right?
Okay,
So
for Mohammed Azhar, can you what was that summary about these rules? Could you please give us few
okay, let me
examples?
open the website. Okay, let me
Okay,
open the website. So if you go to the website, click on About Us and select Legal Documents and Policies. Right? All you have to do is just scroll down and you will see what is prohibited trading practices. Okay? Prohibited trading is also termed as abnormal trading by Lironex. We have classified certain actions performed by clients who have intention to exploit trading environment as abnormal trading. You are kindly advised to refer to Chapter J, Prohibited Trading Practices, in the legal terms and conditions for full details, which is the one that I mentioned, 42 pages, right? So let's go through one by one, okay? Arbitrage trading to take advantage on issue pricing error and delays by liquidity provider. This is for people who are using EA, arbitrage EA, or the specific EA I would say is the latency arbitrage EA, where you make profit but through the latency of the system. Try to do that at a liquidity provider or a bank. They won't even accept your order in the first place. Some people establish large position on positive swap product before Wednesday or Friday to close and earn from the triple swap charges, taking advantage of different bonus scheme offered by different brokers by establishing a long position in broker A and short position in broker B, or some of them even do it within the same broker. And I don't think that there are any broker that actually allow HFT trading. So then it's your job, sales team, to inform clients about all this and make them understand. Yes, you're absolutely right. I agree with you, Mr. Azhar. What I always do and what I always tell my team whenever we discuss and meet the IBs, we always tell them upfront what is allowed and what is not allowed. I always tell them upfront. That's why I always say the truth is always ugly. The truth is
truth
always
is
ugly.
always ugly.
Yes, and before we onboard the IB, that's why I say I pick and choose my clients. If before joining, I already tell you the rules and regulation of our broker. If that is not something that you like or you can abide to it, then what we can do is we can be friends, but just don't do business together because I don't want the relationship to be tarnished. But if you are ready to do the right thing, come on board.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Muhammad Azhar Salim. I appreciate your
It's an
question.
amazing conversation. I love that. I always love to talk with you and learn from you. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
very much.
much. Shakir, can you do me one favor? Please reach out to Mr. Azhar and send him the what we call this, the summary of what is allowed and what is not allowed within Lironex. It is available in the website in a summary page. It is just one page and not 42 pages long.
Yeah, can I can after this session I can. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much.